Hey guys, this is Lucky Madman here. I'm currently on InkedDragon's account, who's one of the leaders within EpicFail. It's part of the beta division. I was helping him out with the rune cleanup, and I had already started, and I thought, this may be a good time to actually do a video to help other people get an idea about how to do a rune cleanup. Everyone's got their own view and perspective about how to approach it, so I'm going to be doing a video about how I approach it. You guys may find this useful depending on what part of the game you are. It could be from early game to late game. Everyone's got their own view of doing things. So just a bit of background about InkedDragon's account. He was actually at 600 runes, 600 out of 600, and I already started, so I sold a few. He can also farm all the dungeons, which is an important factor when deciding what runes to sell. Considering his progress in the game, the first phase of my tidy up will actually involve going through his account and selling all his blue 5-star runes. The reason behind that is because considering he can farm all B10 dungeons, the need for 5-star blue runes are no longer there, as they're usually used to be able to break into giants, for example, for the first time. Some exceptions to this would be a slot 2 speed rune, which may have 2 usable substats, which start off at a high value. So we'll keep that in mind when we go through and do this cleanup. When we go through each of the sections when I'm selling these 5-stars, I may keep some other ones, but I'll explain in further detail about why I've kept them as well. The last step would be to then do a specific rune cleanup from each of the types of runes. So Will, Vampire, Violent. We'll go through each of those in particular, and we'll go through and we'll talk about which runes we're going to keep and which ones are going to sell. There will be runes that fall into what I call the grey area, which is the area that's not really an insta sell or an insta keep. We'll go through and we'll have a chat about why we've kept those, or why we've sold those, or why we've left it there to be upgraded. All right, so let me know if you guys have any feedback about this video. This is my first official video that I'm doing an educational piece on. So yeah, it might be a few slip ups throughout. So just bear with me, guys. And let's get this started. So I've already done his tolerance, his determination, his accuracy runes, and his enhance. So we're gonna have a look at his fight. Yeah, I think I've done fight as well. So we'll just go straight into his guard runes. So as I said, we're gonna go through each of the sections. We're gonna sell all the 5-star blue runes. So we can get rid of that one. And you'll see there'll be some I'll keep here which aren't five, which are they're blue. Sorry, they're green, or they may be 5-star, they may be 6-star. So you'll see that I'll keep some of those runes that I'll necessarily sell later on. But as I said, the first part is to sell blue or less 5-star. So we're gonna go through each section and we're gonna sell out each of these runes. So just bear with me. Let's go through each of those. 5-star, blue or less. You'll see that I might misclick now and then as well. So just bear with me, guys. So yeah, just remember we did start at 600 runes when we first started this cleanup. So we'll see how much rune space we can make him. So as I'm flicking through these, I can already see some runes we can sell as part of the next part of the cleanup. So yeah, this will be a pretty dry section of the video, guys. It's just gonna be me flicking through. I'm just trying to have a look through these just to see if there's any of these that are worthwhile keeping. I might keep one of these just so he's got a shield slot 2 speed rune. So we'll keep one of those. Again, in an ideal situation, you would just sell them all off, because they could actually cause a bit more harm than good keeping it. But I'm gonna force that to be like a grey area rune. So be it. So it's a good idea, guys, just in general, to be able to do a rune cleanup in advance prior to free rune removal day starting. So you're not sorting through hundreds of runes which you will never actually get around to using. So it's always good to do these things in advance. So luckily for Ink, we're able to do this a day before free rune removal day. So at least he'll have an easier time trying to find runes that he can actually use. So hopefully we can help him out here and see if this is going to make a difference in terms of his progression. So we've just finished off with Despair. We've done Fatal. We're up to Nemesis now. So as you can see, he does farm quite a lot. But obviously it looks like he hasn't had the time to do a proper rune cleanup. So this is why we're here to help. We are all in one guild, so we are all here to help each other. I do also like to support my my fellow supporters from my stream. So feel free to ever swing by my stream if you think you need some advice. I was tempted to keep that Nemesis slot 2 speed, but I feel like it would have been more detrimental keeping it rather than selling it. I think we did Swift already. Yeah, I think we did. So we've done Swift, we've done Despair, we've done Shield, Fatal, Nemesis. Energy and Destroy is what's next. See, like runes like this, it rolled twice into flat attack. Definitely not worthwhile keeping. This one here, you might be able to get away with using because it is 2 sets of flat, like HP. So you might be able to get away with using it on an energy rune. So I'll keep that there just for now. If it doesn't roll the HP percentage, I'd be tempted to sell it. The other thing that people forget about is also the grindstones that they've farmed as well. You may have kept some bad grindstones, so we can have a quick flick through his grindstones to see if there's any of those we should be selling for him. In case he's kept some old ones. As part of our stream yesterday, we noticed that a few guys actually had some grinds from R3 and R4, like flat grinds or green grinds. So we ended up selling all them for them as well. So I'm hoping, you know, we might be able to open up a few more slots for Inked if we go through there as well and see if there's any of those we can sell off. So far, this has been pretty effective. We've already made, let's see how many slots we've made. We've already made almost 80 slots just by going through and selling blue runes. So we've done those. We're up to Blade and Rage. Alright, so those are Rage runes gone. Let's move on to, we've done Destroy and Energy. We've done Nemesis and Blade. We've got these 4 left. Focus, Endure, Violent, Vampire, Will. So Focus, Endure is next. Focus and Endure is next. So yeah, I have picked some of these white 6-star runes to sell as well as part of this part. So that may change the number that related specifically just for 5-star runes. But I mean, they're going to be done as part of the normal cleanup anyway, so I just thought I'd get them out of the way while they're fresh in my head. It's focus done for now. We've got focus, and then I said endure. And see a lot of runes here that we can actually sell when we go through the part of the process as well. As you can see, he's kept a lot of 6-star runes that we'll go through properly and talk about. It's all about the substats on those, and it doesn't seem like some of these substats can actually be used well together. And so therefore, it's actually going to be detrimental to try and upgrade some of these runes because you're not going to be able to progress using them. It'll make sense why I keep saying why it's not going to help you progress once we get around to actually doing it. See, I'm going to keep this one because it's got crit rate and crit damage. Although it's an enduring, if it doesn't roll high, I would sell those sort of runes. So I wouldn't even bother keeping those. Violence always a fun section because there'll be a lot of 5-stars here. You got Vampire and Will. And then we're done with the first part of this cleanup. Next part's going to be a lot more detail. So just hang tight for that part, guys. That's where you'll probably learn the most in terms of the thought process that goes through my head. This is just quite mechanical, so it can be quite boring. But it is something you do need to do. Eventually, as you're farming, you get to a point where whenever you see a 5-star rune, you would almost insta-sell it. So you won't end up in a situation where you're hoarding these sort of runes as well. And then last but not least, we got will runes. So we are going to have a lot of fun going through his account. There are a lot of runes here which you can definitely talk about when we go through an upgrade. Or not upgrade, we're not going to be upgrading. When we go through and do a specific detailed cleanup through each of these sections. Just trying to see, I think, no, not that one. I think there was one speed one I was thinking about. Nah, I don't think it's in here. Okay. So we've gone through each of the sections and we've just sold 5-star runes and we've already sold 140 runes, guys. That's what hoarding can do as well when you're hoarding 5-star runes that you're never going to really use. Let's do a grindstone cleanup. So we're going to sell anything that is green. If you can do raid 5, so there's no point keeping any of these green ones anymore. So we're going to quickly do a green tidy up. So I'm not even looking at what they've got. I'm just looking at the color. That's all it is. Because green grinds are like using green runes, guys. It is not worth it at all. No matter how much you think you need it, it's gonna actually bring you further back in the game because you're relying on stuff that's actually not gonna help you take a step forward without realizing you're adding more weight on your shoulders by putting this onto your units. I can sell both of these because you actually won't ever use them. Maybe he does need to raid a little bit more. Maybe he doesn't raid. Because I'm not seeing any grinds. All I see is runes at the moment. So maybe, apologies, maybe I'm incorrect in saying that he can do raids. But anyway, these grinds are just that you shouldn't be keeping anything that's less than blue. But he does need to get into raids, though. Definitely see that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start at the back end now. We're going to do a detailed tidy up through each of the rune categories. So we're going to have a look at each rune and see if these are worthwhile keeping. So the first rune we've got here is a determination rune, which has got a speed, HP, flat HP, attack percentage, and a HP percentage sub, and it's on resistance. A rune like this I would usually sell, but there's obviously a chance for it to get to plus 24 speed. So we'll actually keep this rune so Ink can actually roll it to see if it rolls speed. I'd be tempted to keep it if it rolls at least two times into speed, both high rolls, and it hits HP percentage or flat HP. It can still be used on a broken unit. As a broken rune, sorry, not a broken unit. Enhance. This is a good rune. I don't need to talk much about it. It's got really good supporter stats except for that crit damage, but if it hits that speed, HP, and accuracy, you're laughing. It's a beautiful rune. We haven't gone through that one. See, a rune like this, I would recommend selling. The reason why we're gonna keep it though is because there is a chance for it to become 23 speed. If it doesn't roll speed, it'd be something that you would want to sell almost immediately. In my opinion, if this was on my account, I would sell it because it's only got a plus 3 speed starting point. So at best, it'll be a plus 23 speed rune, which is equivalent to a purple rune that triple rolls into speed at maximum rolls. Because 5-star runes can roll between 3 and 5 speed. 6-star runes can roll between 4 and 6 speed. So if it's already started off as 6 base on a 6-star rune, it can get up to 24 speed. 5-star rune, if it starts at a 5 base, can go up to 20 speed if it's a purple rune. So sometimes it's better off keeping purple runes rather than a low base starting point legend rune. So I'm going to keep that there just in case he wants to roll it and try roll for that speed. This fight rune, I would keep it just on the off chance it does roll speed. Otherwise, I would sell it if it hits the other flat stat. So there's no point keeping that one otherwise. This rune here, there's nothing really going on for this guard rune. The substats, yes, they're both supporter stats, but you can't really use this on a unit without having speed on a supporter unit. So you'll keep hearing me talk about speed, speed, speed. The reason why I talk about speed a lot is you need speed on your runes unless you roll really high supporter stats or attacker stats with the other substats, and you just gem speed on later. The reason for that is because then to get your monsters up to 180 speed, for example, you need a slot 2 speed rune, which is about 39 speed or 42. So we'll just say 40. What that means is you need to get on average another 40 more speed from your 5 other runes, which means you need 8 speed off each rune. If you have a rune that's missing a speed sub, that means you need 10 from the other 4. If you're missing 2 runes with speed subs, we're talking 3 runes that need to get you another 40, which means you're talking, what's that, another 13, 14 speed per rune. So just have a think about how you're going to be doing it. This rune here, for example, I wouldn't roll it because it's got accuracy and resistance. It doesn't actually boost your monster's stats. It only makes it easier for them to strip and obviously resist stuff. So I wouldn't actually keep this, or land debuff, sorry. So I wouldn't actually keep this rune. It's not going to benefit you in any way. This rune I'll keep because it is a defense legend rune on a guard set. So you might be able to reappraise this rune. It's a definite reappraisal opportunity here for you to help you make that instant progression on, let's say, this rune, if you reappraise it, could end up on a copper, could end up on a bulldozer, could end up being a supporter rune, depending on how the re-app goes. I will keep that because you've maxed it out. We're gonna keep this in case it rolls well for you. If it hits the HP percentage a couple times, that'll be good, unless it hits the double attack and the crit rate. You don't want it to hit rainbow. What I mean rainbow, I mean you don't want it to hit each stat once. You want it to kind of lean towards the offensive stats, or you want it to lean towards the supporter stats. So in this case, you either want it to hit crit rate and attack, or you want it to hit HP. So this rune here is a good candidate to be a good supporter rune. It's got speed and accuracy as well as crit rate. Crit rate can be used on a few supporter monsters as well. So it can be used as an offensive rune or a supporting rune. This one here, again, it's got speed, so it's worthwhile keeping. This one can roll up to 23 speed in total, so I'd keep that. And plus it's got crit rate and it's got crit damage subs, so it's definitely worthwhile keeping. Crit damage here with no usable substats that relate to the crit damage. So usually with the crit damage rune, you want to try have either speed, attack, or HP, or crit rate as the substats. Preferably 2 out of 4 of those would be good, as long as they're synergized to one another. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to sell that rune. This rune here with HP and crit rate. A lot of people tend to keep these sort of runes, but I would usually sell these, and the reason for that is it doesn't have speed on it. And therefore, I mean, the best thing you can get out of this is it rolls to 21% accuracy or rolls to 18% crit rate. Alright, so this can be kept because you've got 2 substats that work well together. Your crit rate and attack. So a rune like this you can keep, and if it rolls well, you can definitely use this on a unit. So we'll keep that rune for you. This one's got crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, and resistance. A lot of people will say keep this rune so you can roll it for the crit rate and see how it goes. So we'll keep that there just in case it does roll nicely for you. So that's one of those grey runes. If this was on my account, I would have probably sold it. But I'm going to keep this for you in case you get that, if you need that crit rate. So if it rolls there, it'd be nice. Crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy. So it's very similar to this rune here. But this one actually has speed as an innate stat. So we can keep this rune as well for you to roll and see how it goes. This rune here, I would suggest selling, and I will sell it. The reason for that is because it's got an innate speed stat. So at best, this rune will only ever have 3 speed, which is the lowest possible starting point for a 5-star rune. So this rune will never improve in the sense that it's going to have that locked-in speed. Plus, with the 5 stars HP, the fact that it's a 5-star rune as well, it means it's going to be limited in terms of how much it can benefit your units, in terms of the percentage boost it can give you in terms of HP. And then you look at the substats and you think it's an attacker rune substats on a HP percentage rune. So you're never going to really use this on a unit. So I'm going to sell that rune as well. So there we go, we've gone through your guard runes. So now we're going to move on to revenge runes. So this rune here, this one was a blue rune when starting. I can see you've almost maxed it, but the substats don't really yell out to me as a rune that you should be using on your units. It's a HP rune, but it's got no speed sub. Plus you've got a little bit of accuracy and attack. I don't really see a unit that's going to be able to use this. It's also got crit damage and HP, flat HP. So you're never going to really get around to using this rune on anyone, so I'd recommend selling this. You don't really want to be gemming speed onto a rune like this, because speed gems are hard to come by. So I would go ahead and sell that rune. This one here is also in the same boat. It was a blue rune by the looks of it, and it has rolled pretty low for you. Therefore, you would never probably get around to using this on a unit. And if you do, it's actually going to be causing more harm than good. You've maxed that, so we'll keep that. Usually I would say start selling those. We're going to keep this on the off chance it rolls speed twice. If it doesn't roll speed twice, you would want to sell it. There's no point keeping runes that are less than 15 speed unless you've got really good other substats that it's rolled into. The fact that this has only got flat defense means it's really limited in terms of how much it can grow for you. So we're going to keep that for you to roll. This one here is a rune that's almost an instant sell in my eyes. It's only got attack and accuracy. The best result for this rune is a 24% attack sub. And therefore, the chance... And the reason behind selling this rune also is that you're not going to really be able to use this on anyone that you really want it to be on. So we're going to end up just selling it. The best result is probably not what you want either. You've maxed that out, so we'll keep it. We're going to keep that because you can roll really nicely. This one here is kind of everywhere, so we're going to sell this rune as well. Yeah, so this rune here, it can still roll like into attack twice, but I would almost recommend selling this rune. I'm going to keep this in the off chance that you do want to try roll for +6 to attack. If it does, you can keep it. Otherwise, it would almost be an instant sell if it rolls into resistance one more time. So we'll keep that just in case. We're going to sell this rune here as well. It's got really no room to grow, and it's a rune that you should start phasing out of your units as well. We'll keep that because you maxed it. We'll keep it because you maxed it. We're going to sell this rune. We're going to sell this rune because the substats, you're never going to really use this on anyone. It's an attack slot 4 rune. Usually you'd want either crit damage in there, or you'd want like a HP or a defense rune in slot 4. Speed, this rune we're going to keep because you can roll pretty nicely for you depending on if it goes defense or resistance or if it just rolls crit rate. This one here we're going to sell because it is a low starting point, plus you've already got a better one here, so we'll get rid of this one. Actually, no, sorry. We'll keep this one in case it rolls like defense and resistance higher than it does on this one. But if it doesn't, if it misses it, then you can just sell it. This one here, if max, so we'll keep it. This one here, if max, so we can keep it. This one here, I'll sell because you're not going to really use this on anyone. And then this rune here, if it rolls speed, it could be nice as well. So we'll keep it as long as it hits speed and resistance. There we go. We've sold those runes. So we've done Revenge. Now we're on to Swift. I'm going to sell this rune for you. This was a blue rune that you shouldn't be upgrading or using anywhere. The substats don't really align with any units you really want to use it on, so we're going to get rid of it. We are also going to get rid of this resistance rune. I don't see a home for this rune that you'd actually use on anyone, so we're going to get rid of that one for you. This defense percentage rune. Again, you don't really want to be using this rune because, yes, you can roll HP percentage twice, but you do want some sort of speed on it. I will give you the opportunity to roll it in case you do need it to complete a Swift set, because sometimes it is still beneficial for completing a Swift set with this sort of rune if it rolls HP percentage twice than it is to use something else that doesn't really fulfill its duty. And hopefully it rolls the speed sub as well. So that could still be useful as long as it dodges the crit damage. This sort of rune I would usually sell, but I'm going to let you hold on to it because you maxed it. But you do want to start phasing it out when you can. So this is a rune that you can keep because it has rolled speed. It has rolled quite low though, but eventually you do want to phase those out. This rune here, I would sell. You're not going to really find the unit you really want to use this on. Again, we're going to insta-sell that one. I would sell this one because the substats don't really help you with where you're trying to go with. This rune, again, is going to be not really usable, so we can sell that one as well. This one here we're going to sell because the substats don't work well together. Again, with this one as well. We're going to sell this quick Swift rune as well. Going to sell that one. We're going to keep that one in case it rolls plus 18 speed. You've almost maxed this rune out. But again, this is one of those sort of runes you don't want to really keep. So we're gonna sell that for you. Keep that one. With this one here, it's got no speed, so you're never going to really get around to actually using it. I would almost recommend selling that instantly. So what I'm seeing with your Swift runes is you've got no real speed on those Swift runes, and therefore they're probably going to cause more harm than good. So we're going to sell these runes, and hopefully they get you in the right track in terms of keeping the right Swift runes moving forward. The Swift runes are gone. We've done Revenge. We're up to Despair now. I would usually recommend selling this one, but I'm going to hold on to this just in case it's your only slot 6 Despair attack rune. We're going to keep that one. We're going to sell this one because you won't actually ever get around to using this sort of rune. We're going to sell that one. We're going to sell this one because it's an attack slot 4 with crit rate, crit damage. This resistance rune you're never going to really use on anyone either. Same with this one. This attack one you may be able to get away with it because you have an innate crit rate. Plus you can get actually some HP on it. So you may be able to use that on a nuker. This one here. This one actually, that one could actually be used on Annabelle if it rolls nice HP percentages. If you want to build a Despair Annabelle, that is. Or maybe even Charlotte, for example. We can sell this one here. But we're going to keep it because you've maxed it. This one here, your speed. It can roll speed, so it might be useful. This one here, I would recommend selling. This one here could roll nicely. We're gonna keep that one. We're gonna sell that one. That's a bad rune. We're not gonna keep it. This one here we can sell. This one here we're going to sell. We're gonna keep this one because that can roll nicely. This one here, it can be in a nice attacker rune. Hopefully it dodges the resistance so you can actually grind some speed onto it to make it useful. This one here, very similar. If it rolls nicely and the plus 12 gets you speed, you might be able to use it. This one here, it's got no real use because again, it's a slot 2 rune with no speed. This one here can be really nice. This one here, I would usually say sell, but if it rolls nicely onto HP percentage, you might be able to use it. That one could be okay. This one here is no good. And this one here is also no good. So we can sell that one. I was having to think about this rune here. It could roll nicely if it hits HP and resistance. So we might keep that one just for now. Could be a good TOA rune. We've sold all those Despair runes. Alright, so now we're up to Shield, I believe. Alright, so for shield, let's go through each of these side by side. So with this rune here, I would keep this just to see how it rolls. If it rolls high, you might be able to use it. If it doesn't roll high, you can almost instant sell it. This rune here's got an innate speed, but it's also got defense resistance, so you might be able to find the use for that one. This one here could be a good attacker rune if it rolls nicely for you, so we'll keep that. So with shield, usually you want to use it on a shield will cleave unit, so you don't really need to try find too much speed on these runes, but speed doesn't hurt. So we're going to sell this rune because there's no real use for it. This one here also doesn't have too much use for it, so we're going to sell it. We're going to sell this one as well. Excuse me. We're going to sell this rune here. It's got low starting point, so we're going to sell that one. We're going to sell this one as well. There's no real use for it here. This one here, you might be able to find the use for it if it rolls HP percentage resistance, so we're going to keep that. We're going to sell this rune because the substats don't really work. HP percentage is the only useful stat on this, so if it doesn't roll the HP percentage, you want to sell it. This rune here, crit rate, crit damage, you might be able to find the use for this on a nuker, so we'll keep it. We can keep this one as well because it's got 2% substats. We're going to sell this because the substats don't really align with the main stat. We're going to keep this one because it could be an attacker-based rune. This one here could be a good like copper rune or a bulldozer rune if it rolls nicely. If you want to, if you want to run it without a crit damage slot 4, or it could be a good support rune for a defense-based nuker or bruiser. This one here we can sell because you're not going to really find a home for that one. This one here we're going to sell again. Substats don't really align. This one here we're gonna sell because you don't want to have too many of those crit rate runes that you're never going to really get around to using. Because eventually you do want crit damage over crit rate. This rune here could be really useful copper or bulldozer rune if it rolls nicely. This one here, again, we're going to give it the chance to roll crit rate for you to find the home for it. So that's all your shield runes sorted out. What we're doing next is we're doing your fatal runes. So flat fatal rune attack. We're going to sell this. You don't really need this anymore. Keep that one. That's really nice. This one here we're going to keep because you maxed it. That can be used. This one can be used because it can be re-upped. This one here's really got no use. So we're going to sell that rune. This one here's got no use, so we're going to sell it. We're going to sell that one. This is a green rune, so we're going to sell it. We're going to sell that one. Keep that one. We're going to keep that one in case it rolls speed. We're going to keep this one in case it rolls attack twice. Otherwise, I would usually sell it. This rune here can be pretty nice, so we'll keep that one. Might need to be re-upped, but it can be used as an offset rune. This rune here, we're going to keep in case it rolls crit rate and attack. We're going to keep this in case it rolls double speed. We're going to sell this. We're going to sell this one. Are we? No, we're going to keep this one in case you might roll double crit rate. You might be able to find the rune for it for a bruiser. We're going to keep that one. That's a good re-up opportunity right there. This rune we're going to sell. This rune here we're going to sell. We're going to keep that one. We're going to sell that one. We're going to sell this one. We're going to sell this one. We are also going to sell this one here because you're never going to find the use for that rune. And we're going to keep this one in case it rolls nicely for you. So that's your fatal rune sorted out. Alright, rage runes. We're going to keep that one because it's got a chance to roll speed. We're going to keep that one because it could roll nice into crit rate, crit damage. We're going to sell this rune because you're never going to find a home for it. We're going to keep this one because it's got nice HP percentage. We're going to keep this one in case it rolls nicely for you. We're going to keep this one. No, they're low starting points. We're going to sell it, actually. We're going to keep this one because it's got an innate crit rate. You might be able to roll high HP and crit damage. We're going to sell this rune as well. This could roll nicely. We're going to sell this rune here. We're going to keep this one just in case it rolls high attack and high HP. We're going to keep that one because you've maxed it. We're going to sell this one because you're never going to really use this rune here with the substats it's currently got. We're going to keep that rune. We're going to sell this one. We're going to keep this one in case it rolls high attack or even defense. We're going to keep this one in case it rolls nice crit damage twice. We're going to keep this one because it could be a nice crit rate and a defense rune for a defense-based nuker. We're going to sell this rune because you won't actually use this on anyone based on the substats it's currently got. We're going to keep this one because this could be a nice copper or bulldozer rune. We're going to sell this one because the substats don't really look too good on it. We're going to give this one a chance because it might roll defense and crit damage. We're going to sell this one because it's already got the lower speed starting point, so you don't really need a rune like that. We're going to keep this because you've almost maxed it and it's got decent defense. But again, it's one of those runes you do want to phase out. We're going to keep this rune here because it might roll a nice crit rate. This one here might roll a nice copper rune. And this one here, we're going to keep it as well in case it rolls a nice crit rate, crit damage. Okay, now we're moving on to destroy and focus. So what's that? We're already 217 runes in, guys. So we are doing destroy and focus. So we're going to sell this rune here because the substats don't really align with what you want on an accuracy rune. With accuracy and resistance, mainly you do want some sort of speed to make up for the stats. And you need decent HP and defense as well to make up for the stats that you've lost. This rune here, you're never going to really use on anyone either. And same with this. Although it's a legendary, you're not going to really be able to use anything with those substats. So we're going to get rid of that. This rune here, we're going to sell. You're never going to find the home for it. This one here can roll crit rate, but I would recommend selling it because the best result is like a plus 16% crit rate rune. This one here, you're never going to find the home for it. This one here, I mean, you could use this potentially on Arena, but I would just get rid of that. This one here, you might be able to find the home for that one. As long as these ones roll nicely. So you'll see me fly through some of these. Just because there's a chance that you might be able to find the home for these, just if they roll nicely for you. So we're going to sell all these crit rate runes, except for this one. Because the other ones don't really have a use for you right now. This one here, you won't be able to... you might be able to use it if it rolls defense. This one here, you won't be able to use. This one here might be okay. We're going to sell this one. We're going to keep this one in case it rolls really high supporter stats. So this is one of those runes without speed that you might want to keep if it rolls really high for you. This one here, you might want to keep this in case it rolls more speed. This one here, I would keep this just in case it rolls nice high HP. Could be a good arena rune. Same with this one. This one, actually, sorry, this one you'd probably want to sell. This one here you might want to keep in case it rolls some nice speed and defense. This one here, you can keep just in case it rolls the speed to cover off the difference. You might be able to use this one, but I wouldn't recommend keeping that one. We keep this one here. You'll have a use for that one. And you could use this rune for sure if it rolls nice crit rate, crit damage, and defense. So we're going to sell all those ones. So we sold all the destroy. Alright, now we're up to focus. So this rune's got nothing going for it, so we can definitely sell that one. This one here could roll speed, so we'll keep it. This rune's really like a nothing sort of rune, so we're going to sell that even though you've almost maxed it. This one here was a legend rune, so you might be able to re-up that if you want to. I would sell that rune. This rune here has really got nothing going for it. It's got nice crit rate, but I wouldn't recommend using this rune. That one could be okay. This one's definitely not worthwhile. This one here for rolls HP percentage, it could be useful, so we might keep that one. This one here could be okay as well. This one here, not really as useful as the other ones that we saw. This one here has got really nothing going for it as well. Could be okay. This rune here, there's no crit rate. I wouldn't recommend keeping it because it is only a 5-star rune. You don't want to really max that one out. I would sell this one. And this one because you won't really find the home for it anymore. This one here could be a good rune. This one here you could sell. It's a flat slot 2 HP rune, so we're going to sell that one. We're going to keep this one in case it rolls defense and resistance. We're going to... I think we may keep this rune. It can be grinded and gemmed to be more supportive. That one's we're going to keep as well because you have upgraded these ones. I'm going to sell that one. It's only the clear ones to sell that I've been selling, guys. So just be aware. So these ones can all be upgraded to see if they're going to work for you nicely. Get rid of that one. Okay, so that's focus done. Focus, destroy, rage. So we're up to 7 more categories to clean up, guys. And then we're going to help Inked out with a few other things that will be done off this recording as well. Alright, so Nemesis runes. See what we've got here. That could be good. This one here, I mean, it can be good if it rolls nice high HP and defense. So we'll keep that with the opportunity to maybe useful. This one here, you won't really ever have a use for it, so we can sell that. This one here may roll speed, so it might be nice. This one here's got nice crit rate, which is awesome. This one here, you've got two substats that don't really work well together, so we can sell it. This one here could work well together, so we'll keep it. This one here, I would sell that just because it's only crit rate by itself. This one here's got defense. We can sell that one because it doesn't have too much potential. This one here does have a bit of potential, so we can definitely keep this rune. This one here, we can definitely keep this one if it rolls attack and crit damage. This one here is a solid rune all around, so we'll keep it. We can definitely keep this one. We're going to sell this one because there's not much use for it without speed, unless it rolls speed as the plus 12 or you gem speed onto it. So we're going to I'm going to change my mind here and say we're going to keep it if it rolls the HP percentage. This one here has got HP and resistance, so may be able to work well together, so we'll keep that. This one here we're going to sell. We're going to keep this in case it rolls crit rate twice because it is a high crit rate starting point. We are going to sell this rune because there is... Oh, actually, sorry, I'm incorrect. It's only plus 3. Sorry, I thought that was plus 12. We're going to sell this rune. We're going to keep this rune. We are going to keep that rune. We are going to sell this rune. We're going to sell this rune. We're going to sell this rune as well. We're going to keep this rune. So that's the difference between keeping a rune. It's got crit rate and speed as a subset. So we're definitely keeping that rune. We are definitely keeping this rune because it's got the HP percentage on a defense percentage rune as well as the crit rate. It might be able to be used on a nuker. This one here may be able to use as well, flipped around with the defense and HP compared to the last one. This one could be okay as well. So maybe able to find the use for this one if it rolls high crit damage. And you may need to gem some crit rate or some speed onto it eventually if it doesn't roll either one of them. This one here has got nothing going for it, so we're going to sell that one. And this one here might roll crit rate. So see how you go with that roll. We sold those runes. We are now up to Blade, I believe. We're going to sell that one. We're going to sell that one. We're going to keep that one. Oh, we'll keep this one just in case it rolls high defense and high accuracy. The low starting points. That's the reason why I was initially thinking about selling it. We're going to keep that one because it's roll speed. We're going to keep this one for now. We're going to keep this one for now as well. It's got nice supporter stats. Again, this one's got nice supporter stats. They work well together. Yeah, this could work well together as well, depending on how it rolls. This one here, you want it to roll high attack. If it doesn't roll high attack, you can insta-sell. You can keep this one. This one here, again, you want it to roll high attack, high accuracy for a bomber. This one here, you just want it to roll speed. I would usually say sell that rune. I wouldn't want you to keep that on any unit. It doesn't have high enough anything for you to really use it. This rune here, I would sell this rune as well. This rune here, it's got a really low starting point, so we'll let you roll it through and see how it goes, but that might be a sell as well, depending on how it rolls. This is an instant sell. This is a roll and see how it goes. This is a sell. This is a keep because you maxed it. This is a keep in case it rolls well. You've maxed it, so you might be able to find a home for it for now, but I would eventually start selling those. I would sell that rune. I'll keep that one because it's a speed. And this one here, you may be able to use it if it rolls nice crit damage. So we'll keep that rune as well. Alright, so we're up to energy runes. I thought we just did energy, did we not? No, I don't think we did. So, yeah, we definitely didn't because it's still got a green rune in there. So let's have a look. We can definitely keep that one. We can sell this one. I could sell that one as well because the substats don't really work. That can roll speed. This one here we're going to sell as well. So with energy runes, eventually you just want to use these as offset runes. Eventually you'll realize that you don't really need to complete energy sets as much as you once needed to at the start of the game. So I wouldn't rely on them as much as you did at the start. So you can afford to sell all these runes. That might roll crit rate. This one here, it's got nothing really going for it. This one here might roll crit rate. This one here's got nothing going for it. Might roll nice HP. This one here you probably never use. We're going to sell this rune as well. You're never going to really use that one, nor should you. That could roll speed. That could be really nice. This rune here we're going to sell because it doesn't roll too nicely for you. I think that was a white rune anyway, so we're going to sell that. We're going to keep that in case it rolls nice crit rate. We're going to keep this one in case it rolls 24 speed in total. We're going to keep that one in case it rolls crit damage. This one here could be nice if it rolls resistance. We're going to sell that rune. Sell this rune. We're going to sell this rune as well. The substats don't look too good. That one as well with the substats don't looking too good. Same with that one. And this one here is a supporter rune, so we might be able to use that one. So there we go. Energy runes are all tidied up. Did we do violent? No, we haven't done violent yet. So we'll do violent, vampire, endure, will. That's all we've got left. And we've already created almost 300 spots. So the best thing about this being done now as well is he'll have a lot of mana now to be able to do a proper rune tidy up as well, rune upgrading as well. So we're able to now use all his mana to be able to upgrade runes that'll help him actually progress in the game as well. This one here could be okay if it rolls nice crit rate, so we'll keep that there for now. So I want to be a bit more lenient on violent runes, I think, just in case he needs these sort of runes. So they're really low speed starting points, but usually I would recommend selling them. Max that one, so we'll keep it. I'm not even looking at the substats of the ones he's maxed. That could be nice. This one here could be nice if it rolls speed. This one here, there's no real use, so we'll sell it. This one here, no real use, so we can sell it. This one here, it looks like it's a legend rune, so we might keep it, or it might be purple. But it is a slot 2 attack rune, so you might need to gem some speed onto that to make it useful. We're going to sell this one off. Sell that one. We're going to sell that one. Sell this one, sell this one, keep that one for now, sell that one, and keep this one in case it rolls crit rate. So there you go, violent runes are done. Okay, next we need to do is vampire. Okay, so for vampire, we're going to sell this rune. You're never going to have a use for that one, nor with this one. You might be able to use that one if it rolls speed. This one here, you might be able to definitely use that one actually at some point if it rolls nicely. Be able to sell that one. I could keep. I wouldn't recommend keeping that one actually because you won't actually have a use for it. This one could be useful. I think we already covered that one. This one here could be nice. This one here, I wouldn't keep that one either because you do need some sort of speed. This one could be nice. That one could roll crit rate attack. This one could roll nothing you really want for a defense rune there. This one could be okay. This one here could be rolled into speed, so I'll give it a chance. This one here we're going to sell. This one here we're going to sell. This one here we're going to keep. This one here we're going to... I would sell this one, but you maxed it, so we'll keep it. Just in case you want to use it as a filler rune somewhere. So we can keep this one as well. It's a solid supporter rune. This one here could be nice. This one here could be nice. We already clicked that one. We're going to sell this one. That one. This one could roll nice if it rolls high. This one here could be nice if it rolls high. This one could be nice if it rolls high. This one here we're going to keep so you can roll it. This one here could be nice if it rolls nicely for you. This one here we're going to sell. This one here we're going to keep. This one here we're going to keep this one just in case it rolls nicely for you. Okay, next is endure. So this has got really nothing going from substat perspective, so we're going to sell it. So a lot of these runes you're going to get a lot when you're farming dragons anyway, so we're not going to try force runes onto them. Might be able to use that one as a supporter rune if it rolls nice speed. We can sell those. This one. Wait. No, we're going to keep that one because it's got crit rate sub. If it rolls crit rate. This one could roll nice HP. This one could roll nice HP. Nope. Nope. Nah, not really. Sell. This could roll crit rate. So crit rate's one of those subs that you do want to make up somewhere as well. So we can definitely sell those other ones. You could sell that one because you don't really need that rune. That might roll speed, so you might want to keep it. This one here, you might be able to find the use for it if it rolls nicely for you. Into HP, that could be a nice rune. That could be a nice rune. This one here's got really nothing going for it, so we can sell that one. We can keep this one. That could be a really nice rune. Same with that one. That could be a nice copper bulldozer rune as an offset. That could be a nice rune. And that could be a nice rune. So there we go. Kept a lot of endure runes. That's awesome. And then now the last one's will. So let's have a look and see his will runes. So again, you're going to be able to use that one so we can sell it. Same with this, it's flat. That could be nice for reaps. That's got nothing going for it. That could be nice. Nothing going for that one. This one could be nice as well. This is going to get sold. Sold. You've maxed it, so we'll keep it. Sell. We're going to sell that one, actually. We're going to keep this one. Sell. Yeah. We're going to keep that one in case they're also plus 19 speed. We're going to sell this one. We're going to sell this guy. We're going to keep this guy because it's got all nuka stats together. We're going to sell this guy. This HP percentage has got nothing going on for it from a substat perspective, but it may be your only one, so we may keep it for now in case it rolls high HP, flat, or accuracy, and hopefully a plus 9 or plus 12 gives you speed as well, so we'll give it a chance. We're going to keep that guy for you. We're going to keep that guy for you in case it rolls speed. We're going to sell this one. We're going to sell this one as well. We're going to sell that one. We're going to keep that for crit rate rolls. We're going to keep this one. It's got 19% defense. No, I'd sell that one. Going to sell this guy. This one. Keep that guy. We're going to sell this HP percentage because it's got no speed substat. This has got nothing useful from a substat perspective. Going to keep that guy. And we're going to keep this guy. So there you go. We're now down to 258 runes from 600. So we've just made 342 spaces for Inked. His mana has also now gone up to 6 million mana. I don't know what he started with exactly, but hopefully this has helped Inked. I will be having a chat with Inked later on about specific siege units that he can build, as well as Guild Wars. So hopefully this helps you guys out in terms of understanding what I go through when I think about how to sell runes. I was a bit lenient in some of those places about certain runes that I've kept there for him, but it's still to be able to give him some sort of runes that he can use when he's doing his free rune removal day. So Inked, thank you for letting me onto your account, and hopefully you find this useful. If anyone has any questions from EpicFail or even from the open community, feel free to hit me up through either YouTube or hit me up through my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/LuckyMadmanSW. Feel free to follow me. Send me a private message there if you want. Or I do also have a Discord channel. So if you do go onto my Twitch channel, there is a link to my Discord. So jump in there, say hello. We do have an FRR chat channel. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you guys out with. Bye.